Right. Now, looking at that same one that we just had before, the straight line PQ, there can be a fifth part asked of this particular line. Where they bring trigonometry in, they ask you, give the value of theta. Now, give the value of theta. Now, if you look at that, it's basically, they put a theta in here. What's the value of that? Okay, now, we know that y over x is actually tangent, because it is the opposite over the adjacent gives you the tangent. And we know that we have already worked with the change in y over the change in x equals the gradient, which is m. Do you remember this one here? Remember that one here? M is equal to y over x, which is what we started off with here. Okay? So now, we already worked out, remember we already worked out what the change in y over the change in x is, and that is 2. So what we actually have is tangent of 2. We want to give the value of theta. In other words, you want degrees. So now what you do is, to find the degrees, you go on your calculator. Now, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this. Switch on. You say, second function, tan. And you type 2 in. Equals. And it gives you 63.4 degrees. And there's the value of the angle, of the theta. It could have been x, it could have been anything. But that is now the fifth section of working with a straight line, where you get a straight line with 2 points, and you have to work out the length of the line, you have to work out the coordinates of the midpoint, then you have to work out the gradient, and then the other question was to work out the formula that is the general formula for this line, and then to work out the angle of the line. And these are all the formulas that you need. Okay? So let's look at the formulas again. Let's zoom in on the formula. This is the formula for the whole formula. No, the whole formula. PQ up till there. Now, just try to come back so that you have the whole formula in. Have you got it? From PQ, including PQ. Right, that's the full formula if you want to find the length of the line. Got it? Now we come to this one. This formula here, you're going to use when you want to find the midpoint. And then this formula here, you're going to study to find the gradient. And then this formula here, from here, you're going to use to find the equation. And this formula here, you're going to try and find the value of the angle. That's good.